Hello, I'm Ciara Maleady. I'm a member, supporter and volunteer in Corinthian Hockey Club, where I have 3 daughters playing, and Colin is also an ex-player and he helps run the club. Really, since the girls, well, Sophie's 22, so she started at 5, so the 3 of them have been going to Corinthians for years and years, and absolutely loving it. It's never a dread to go up to Corinthians, and they just love the culture that's up there and the atmosphere, and it's like home from home. I suppose I'm one of 5 girls, and Colin and I having had 3 girls, we'd be very conscious of girls in sport and women in sport, and you know that it's a good place for them to be placed, and to sort of in terms of equality and their interest in life, and just it was important that the girls on or off a pitch were involved with sport from the beginning. Well, for my sins, I was a chair of the junior club for years, and that was great because as a mother or a parent and a volunteer or a supporter, then when we become really part of how the club runs, you see it obviously from a different point of view, and it gives you greater insight into how good people are for running a club voluntarily. We have a principle of volunteers make our club, because we're not funded, we fund ourselves, and membership pays for a certain amount. So volunteers are very important. We have a structure within the management. They have a really good management committee with a great president, and there is a systems and procedures which helps us as volunteers to follow and say, right, I'll give you 5 minutes of the time rather than 2-3 hours and so on. So the structure is there, it's great. The coaches and training are also coached and trained. So they are not just volunteers, but they are qualified, which is very important, but they're part of the club as well. So they would have grown up within the club. They probably, some of them maybe would be the women or the men's first players. Gas, they are very supportive. I mean, and if they start criticising, we're reminded we're supporters and not critiques. But it's so enjoyable at the sideline, and then we say to the players, could you hear us? And they're like, oh my Lord. The competition is fierce. It's fierce even in terms of the nutrition or their running or whatever they have to do. They don't let each other away with anything. Now, in fairness, if one is dropped, they're very supportive. They'll get that person back up. It's another dimension of a bond between them, apart from being 3 sisters and 3 girls, 3 siblings. 3 girls have played for Leinster, 18s, 16s or 18s, and 21s actually. And then Isabel played 16s and 17s Irish, and Ava is currently on the Irish under-18 girls hockey team. It's a huge challenge, it's a huge honour. We've been lucky, as I said, in terms of coaches and management that have looked after our girls, and they have, there's proof at the level that they play. There's proof that they have been supported, and an investment has been made, and it's working out for them. So for me, I'm happy that my role, I step back and I let them take on the development of my children, and it works out. So it sort of gives me a reprieve, and they add a different dimension to the girls' development as well. Yes, if you align sport with respect, with determination, with competition, with just development, So it's very important that they learn for themselves, because they are training, they are playing, they are doing, rather than being shown or told by Colin or I. So sport allows them feel it for themselves, and the highs and the lows, and to actually, develop and strengthen and be resilient. It has raised the bar. It's raised the bar in how people look at hockey and look at different leagues. Because for us, we aspire for EY, and we start in EY2, but our absolute goal and aspiration is to hit EY1.